Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to avoid these Medicare costly mistakes, okay? I have worked with hundreds and hundreds of clients, and over the years, I have learned a lot of these mistakes that individuals could have avoided if they were just properly educated, if they just knew the proper ways to navigate Medicare, and like I said, avoiding costly mistakes. So let's get to the first mistake that I see a lot of individuals make, and unfortunately it's very costly. The first mistake we're going to talk about is not enrolling in Medicare on time. A lot of individuals make this mistake. They just don't enroll on time, and this can cause you hundreds and hundreds of dollars in penalties, and we don't want that, obviously, especially if we're on a fixed income. Even if we're not on a fixed income, no one wants to pay a penalty that lasts a lifetime. So you definitely want to enroll in Medicare Part A and be on time when you're first eligible to do so, okay? So you're turning 65, let's say. You have 3 months before you turn 65, the month of your birthday, and 3 months after you turn 65 to enroll on Medicare on time. And we highly recommend that you enroll in Medicare the first 3 months, so you don't have to worry about any delays of you getting your Medicare card on time. Once you get your Medicare card, then you can go ahead and sign up for a Medicare supplement plan or a Medicare Advantage plan, and that plan will start the month of your birthday if you in fact enrolled in Medicare 3 months before your birthday and there's no delays, okay? So say your birthday is January the 15th, then your Medicare will actually start January the 1st if you enrolled on time. But like I said, you can also enroll 3 months after your birthday as well, and it may start February the 1st, okay? So yeah, it's very important to enroll in Medicare on time. Now say you're working past the age of 65 and you have great employers group insurance, then you can actually stay within your health insurance at your job as long as it's 20 or more employees, and you don't have to enroll in Medicare Part A or B. You can enroll in only Medicare Part A since Part A don't have a premium. Part B, however, does have a premium. So you could decide to delay Medicare Part B and go ahead and stay with your employer's coverage. It is going to be very important to compare to make sure what makes the most sense. Go ahead and enroll in Medicare or stay with your employer's coverage. So it is nice to just compare to make sure what makes the most sense for your situation. Also, let's talk about getting on Medicare automatically. So if you're drawing Social Security, then you would get Medicare automatically. Expect your Medicare card in the mail within a few months before you turn 65. However, if you are not drawing Social Security, then yes, you need to go ahead and enroll in Medicare on your own, okay? You do not get Medicare automatically if you're not already drawing Social Security, whether it is Social Security at the age of 62 or disability Social Security. So if you're getting SSDI, then you'll get Medicare after 24 months of being approved for disability. If you have regular Social Security, then you will automatically get put on Medicare. The next mistake is missing your enrollment period for Medicare, okay? We did touch base on this a little bit, but I do want to talk about it a little further. It's very important to take note that when you are turning 65, you have your own initial enrollment period. 3 months before you turn 65, the month of your 65th birthday, and 3 months after you turn 65. So that's when you can actually enroll in Medicare, and you want to do this before that deadline because of course you want to avoid any costly mistakes. You don't want to get any penalties, and you also want to make sure that you enroll in Medicare on time to avoid any delays of getting your Medicare card and to avoid any delays of actually signing up for a Medicare supplement plan or a Medicare Advantage plan. How can you actually enroll in Medicare? You can go directly to your local Social Security office. You could call the 1-800 Social Security number to set up an appointment, and you can also enroll online at ssa.gov. The application takes about 10 minutes or so. It's pretty simple. That's how you enroll in Medicare. Another mistake that we see some of our clients have is not knowing your options, not understanding the difference between a Medicare supplement plan and a Medicare Advantage. Sometimes, I know, the two can be very confusing. A Medicare supplement plan is also known as a Medigap plan. The Medigap plan pays the 20% that Medicare leaves behind. So it fills that hole. A Medicare supplement would not have the extra perks such as dental, vision, and hearing. However, with a Medicare supplement, you could go to any doctor that takes original Medicare. That is a nice perk. You could travel with this plan as well. You don't have to worry about pre-authorization. So a Medicare supplement is definitely the way to go if you don't want to deal with pre-authorization and you want to go to any doctor that takes original Medicare. Now with a supplement, you are going to pay an additional premium when it comes to having a supplement. So you're going to have your Part B premium and you have your Medicare supplement premium as well. And you're going to also need to enroll in a drug plan. And we'll talk about a drug plan later on in this video. Now the Medicare Advantage plan works a little different. Usually the monthly premium is $0 with copay. So you're going to have copays instead of paying the 20% that Medicare leaves behind, okay? With a Medicare Advantage plan, you do have to stay within network. A Medicare Advantage plan is also known as Medicare Part C. I see a lot of individuals have Medicare Advantage and they're like, what about Part C? Medicare Advantage is Medicare Part C. Like we said, a Medicare supplement is a Medigap plan. So it's very important to know the difference, know your options, so you don't make any mistakes down the line and you actually know and understand what your plan is and what your plan does and how your plan actually pays. Another mistake that individuals make, and my mom almost made this mistake and I was like, no, no, this is not how that works. Individuals will stay on their private health insurance plan, such as the Marketplace, such as Obamacare, such as a short-term plan. You cannot stay on the Marketplace plans if you are eligible to go ahead and sign up for Medicare Part A and B. If you do this, you delay Medicare, you will get a penalty that you will have to pay for the rest of your life, and we do not want that. Do not make this costly mistake. When it's time to enroll in Medicare, you have to let go of your Marketplace plan or your private place plan and transition into Medicare to avoid costly mistakes. Quick reminder, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It will let YouTube know this is a great video so that way more individuals can find this video. Another mistake that I see clients have is thinking that Medicare is free. I pay Medicare taxes. Why it's not free? It's supposed to be free. Unfortunately, Medicare is not free. So we have Medicare Part A, which is your hospital coverage, which is usually a $0 monthly premium. Why is that? Because you actually paid into this when you was working. Now you have your Medicare Part B, which is your medical coverage. With Part B, there is a monthly premium. So Medicare is not free. Do not make this costly mistake. And sometimes individuals, when they realize they have to pay a premium, then they may decide to not enroll in Medicare. Do not make this costly mistake because later on, you're going to be penalized and you're just going to end up paying more. So you do have to pay for Medicare. Medicare is not free. Now, there are options where you could get a give back plan with a Medicare Advantage plan, and also you could get help with paying your Part B premium if you qualify but Medicare is not free. The next mistake that I see individuals make is not enrolling in a drug plan, which is Medicare Part D. You have to enroll in a drug plan, okay? Unless you have employer's coverage, unless you have VA, unless you have TRICARE for life. If you do not qualify for any of these, then you need to go ahead and enroll in Medicare Part D, which is your prescription drug coverage. So if you have a Medicare supplement plan, you need a standalone drug plan. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan, then your Medicare Advantage plan needs to include drug coverage. Some individuals feel, well, I don't take any medications, I only take vitamins, so I don't need a drug plan. You need a drug plan. By law, you have to enroll in a drug plan. If you don't, you'll be penalized for not enrolling in one. So just go ahead and get you a $0 plan or a very low monthly premium plan if you're not taking any medications. That's the best way to do it versus enrolling in a drug plan later and paying penalties as well. So don't make this mistake. Please enroll in Medicare Part D as well. Another mistake that I see clients make all the time is not doing a drug review or a Medicare Advantage review, or even looking at your supplement premiums year after year. It's very important to do a plan review. Just make sure you're on the right spot, you're still on the right plan for the following year. Especially if you're taking expensive medications, you definitely want to look at the cost of your medications, the plan that you're on, making sure this is the right plan moving forward into the next year. So when is it time for you to do a Medicare review? So the best time to do a Medicare annual review is during the annual enrollment period, which is between October 15th to December 7th of each year. You will also get an annual notice of change, the ANOC letter from your insurance carrier that's going to highlight these changes. Do not throw this away. Look at the changes, make sure you're happy with it. And like I said, do a quick review to make sure you're still in the right spot. The next costly mistake that I see clients do all the time is not actually getting help if you can actually utilize the help. What do I mean by that? If you cannot afford your Medicare Part B premium and you're low income, you could apply for extra help such as Medicaid. Medicaid will pay the Part B premium if you actually qualify. So if you qualify, apply for Medicaid. There's nothing wrong with getting the help if you need that extra help. Also, if you're on expensive medications and you're low income but you don't qualify for Medicaid, you can actually apply for something called extra help. With extra help, it will actually lower the cost of your medications as long as that medication is in your plan's formulary. So you can apply for Medicaid through your state, and if you get approved, Medicaid will pay your Part B premium. And if you need help with your medications, you could apply for extra help through ssa.gov. So if you need the help, definitely apply for it if you meet the qualifications. The next costly mistake that I see individuals have is not enrolling in Medicare because they have VA coverage. It's very important to understand that in order for you to see doctors outside of the VA, you also need Medicare Part B. I see this a lot where individuals, they're a veteran, and they swear up and down they would never see a doctor outside of the VA. They only plan on getting services through the VA system. They get older, they get a little sicker, and they actually want to see doctors outside of the VA, but they can't because they only have VA coverage. So I think it's very important to really consider enrolling in both Medicare Part A and Part B, even if you have VA coverage, even if you feel like you would never see a doctor outside of the VA, because the truth is a lot of individuals do regret not enrolling in Medicare Part A and B when they have VA coverage. They come to my office all of the time wanting extra perks such as dental, vision, and hearing, or even wanting to see a doctor outside of the VA. And unfortunately, if they enroll in Medicare Part B after years of not having Medicare Part B, the penalty is too much and they just simply cannot afford to go ahead and enroll in Medicare Part B. This is definitely a costly mistake. You definitely want to think about this. I highly encourage individuals that has VA coverage to go ahead and enroll in Medicare Part B. Your future self would thank you. Okay, so I hope I've made it really simple for you to understand the ways you could avoid these costly mistakes. Please do not make any of these mistakes. If you need any help, give our office a call. We'd be more than happy to assist you. The number will be right here. And also, if you have a friend that could utilize this video, then I would share this video with a friend. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below and I will answer your questions. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.